Hey guys, Pokemon Alpha Sapphire video number 78. What's up? Yeah, sorry about that static. I know it's a little bit, I don't know, sometimes it's worse than other times. I think I need to get like a different kind of like audio cord. Because what I do is I just have like a 6mm audio cord that I plug in from my 3DS's headphone jack into my computer's microphone jack. And, you know, when I bought that 3DS with the capture card like that, they said, oh, you know, it might, you know, have something like that, or you might have like a, you know, a buzzing, which I do. So I need to figure out, like, maybe I can get like a gold-tipped, I don't know, head audio cable or something to not have that buzzing be such an issue. I don't know. Anyway, in the last video, we went through the SS title and battled the trainers there, and I did look it up. And well, I didn't look it up. I actually tried it. And if you go from Lily Cove to Slateport, it's the same batch of trainers, and you don't even get to battle them again. You just like talk to them. So yeah, I won't be doing a video of a return trip from Lily Cove to Slateport in the SS title. Anyway, at the end of the last video, I went to try and get the other bicycle. And he wouldn't let me. So I looked it up, and apparently that's what we're gonna do. Like in the first part of this video, there are 3 people that you have to talk to in order to get the bicycle, and you have to be riding a specific bicycle at the time when you talk to them. So it's up here. There's a person up here, and I remember talking to this person before, although I couldn't remember if I was riding the bicycle at the time. But there's a person up here who talks about the Rydell house. And how, like, or the Rydell bicycle. Why did I say house? The Rydell bicycle. And once you talk to them, they'll disappear. So if they're not there, that means that you've already talked to them and everything's good. But anyway, yeah. You gotta be riding the mock bike to talk to that person. Which makes sense, because you need the mock bike to even get to that person. So, yeah. So it looked like we'd already talked to her up there on the top of that little hill there on Route 111. So, the next person is on Route 119, and I flew to Route 119, but then I realized, oh wait, I don't have the right bike. So I gotta come over here and get the acro bike now to talk to the person on Route 119. And honestly, this whole thing with the bike took a lot longer than it should have. I'm sorry. But, yeah, it took longer than it should have. A lot of it was just because I didn't know what I was doing. But really, the importance of having both bikes is if you do decide to go to the Safari Zone, which, to be honest, wasn't something I had planned on doing, but, you know, now, I might just, you know, go ahead and do it. Excuse me. I might just go ahead and do it now. Oh, we're way up here at the top of Route 119. It actually is up here at the top of Route 119 where we need to go, but I didn't know that at the time I was playing this, so I'd go like all the way down south. Because it said, on the website that I looked at, it said, oh, you have to go across the little, you know, bicycle bridge, you know, to get to some guy who will, like, talk to you. And so I was thinking about Route 119, and the only, like, kind of bicycle bridge that I remembered that, you know, actually requires the acro bike to cross is down kind of towards the southern part of the route. So that's where I went. And you're probably like, Matt, why are you using surf on this thing? Well, that's why. You'll see me now more so than before, now that I'm in the aftergame, that if I run into a wild Pokemon, I'm gonna, like a wild Pokemon that I don't have, I'm gonna try and catch it, because, well, you know, why not try and catch it? Might as well, right? Meh. So that was fun. We got Tropius. Let's see, I can never remember. There we go. I was gonna say, I can never remember how to make that little sideways jump. Let's see. So I was thinking that the person I needed to talk to was gonna be over here somewhere. but I am not finding this person that I'm apparently supposed to talk to. I'm gonna go ahead and run away from the Tropius there since I already caught it. Alright, well, it's not over here. That can mean one of two things, the fact that he's not there. That can either mean, one, that I had already talked to him and he's gone, or that I'm in the wrong place. Now, at the time I was playing this video, and I was just checking to make sure, at the time I played this video, I was under the assumption, oh, okay, well, I guess I already talked to him and he's gone. But no, turns out I was in the wrong place. So, like, all this stuff that I'm doing here, don't do this. I should have said that from the very beginning. Like, you know, go to Route 111, because that was right. Where I was on Route 111 at the top of that little hill where I went up that slope, that was right, okay? Go there, but do not, I mean, come to Route 119, but not to this part of Route 119, because, yeah, this is just wrong. When I flew to Route 119, the place where I landed, when I flew to Route 119, that's actually a lot closer to where I needed to be than where I am way down here. So anyway, yeah, a bird keeper there on Route 119 that you have to go up to him with the acro bike. And yeah, so he was the second person. And then the third and final person was right here. He was standing like right here, right around here. Do you guys remember that? This wasn't too long ago that we came here and talked to this guy. It doesn't matter what bike you're riding when you talk to him, but he will mention, ooh, right L, right L. So this is the guy that you need to come and talk to. So those are the three people you need to talk to. That girl up on Route 111, which we talked to a long time ago apparently. And then the guy on Route 119, which I couldn't find. And then excuse me, the guy over here at the Battle Resort, which I thought I hadn't talked to. I mean, I knew I talked to him, but for some reason I didn't think I was riding the bicycle when I did. And that's like, the fact you riding the bicycle is like contingent on that actually working. So I went to all three locations, and the people that I was supposed to talk to were not there. And it said, when I looked it up on the internet, that once you talk to them, they will not appear again. So the fact that they're not there makes me think that, oh, okay, well, I've talked to all three of them. I've fulfilled all the conditions. So I guess I'll come back here and see, even though I didn't even talk to anyone. I'll just come back here and see if for some reason now he'll give me the other bike. So he still doesn't want to give me the other bike. So, you may have heard the music kind of change there a little bit. That's because I paused my recorder and actually looked up on the internet again the three people I needed to talk to, just to make sure I didn't miss anything. And I realized that, yeah, I went to the wrong place before. I was supposed to go to Route 119. I went to the right route, but I went a little bit too far south. You see this waterfall here? I'm actually supposed to go... Well, I need to go back this way if I'm going to get to the waterfall. But I actually need to go up the waterfall to get to the person I need to talk to. So, makes sense, because the first time we came through here, I didn't have waterfall. So I wasn't able to get to that guy. So we'll go ahead and use waterfall. Alrighty. Oh look, here's a couple of berry trees. Citrus berry, cool. Lipa berry. What I'm doing here is I'm giving away capture powers. The capture O power, it costs 2, like, I don't know, circles to give away. You know, you use O power and you have those little circles down there, and each O power like takes like a certain amount of circles. So I'm giving away the capture O powers whenever I get a chance or whenever I remember to. Yeah, there's a Kecleon on here blocking the way. I couldn't get through. But yeah, I'm giving away the O powers so that by the time I start finding legendary Pokemon, which is not far away, it's sooner than you guys might think. I may have hopefully worked up to, you know, capture power level 2 or hopefully even level 3, which will make catching these Pokemon a lot easier. Because since this is a real game and not just a hack, I am going to attempt to capture these Pokemon. A lot of people got mad at me in Volt White 2 when I went around finding the legendary Pokemon and the fact that I just knocked them out instead of catching them. They're like, "Oh my god, you're an idiot! Why did you do that?" Like, well, it's a hack. I mean, it's not a real game. I mean, I'm not trying to catch all the Pokemon in this game. But I am trying to catch as many Pokemon as I can in this game. So that's why I am going to catch all the legendaries that I can. And I gotta come up with some kind of clever way of trading over the legendaries that I catch in Omega Ruby over to this game. Because there are some version exclusive legendaries. I mean, you know, you've got Groudon, which is obvious. But then also Palkia is only found in Omega Ruby. Ho-Oh is only found in Omega Ruby. And Thundurus, Tornadus, I don't remember which one is which, but one is only found in Omega Ruby, the other only in Alpha Sapphire. So Ho-Oh isn't really that big a deal. But Palkia and Dialga, you have to have both Palkia and Dialga on your team. Or I don't know if you have to have them on your team, but you have to at least have both of them before you can find Giratina. Which means if I want to catch Giratina in either game, Omega Ruby or Alpha Sapphire, I'm going to have to somehow get Palkia and Dialga both in the same game. Which, like I said, will require some kind of clever trading method for me because I don't have access to another 3DS. I guess I can try and find someone who has a 3DS and trade them over, but I've come up with kind of like a little plan to trade it over, just using my one 3DS. I'm gonna test it first on a couple of Pokemon that I'm not worried about if I lose. But yeah, this is gonna be interesting. We'll see if it works. If it works, I'll be like, yes, it works. You guys have probably been doing this the whole time. Let me ask you guys, do you guys have like a method or a way that you know of trading Pokemon from one game to the other using only one like game system, like game console? Because if you do, like, seriously, let me know in the comments. That would be really nice. Anyway, this guy here is the guy that I was supposed to talk to, but I'm supposed to be on the Acrobike when I talk to him. So let me get on the Acrobike and talk to him again. See how he said something different when we were on the bike than when we weren't on the bike? Oh, come on. Come on. Ah. This is... Oh, there we go. Rare candy. I still haven't done much with my secret base. I did move it a while back. I had it down Route 115 for a while, and then I moved it over to the secret meadow. But other than that, I really haven't done much with it. The fact that you can pretty much fly anywhere in this game makes, you know, putting secret bases in, like, you know, it really opens up the possibilities as to where you can put the secret base and access it easily. So see, now he's saying, oh, I'll give you the other bike too, because, you know, we were talking to all the people and we finally talked to everyone we needed to talk to in order to get both bikes. So now we have both bikes, the Acro bike and the Mach bike, which is awesome. So we're done. This whole thing about getting both bikes took a little less than 15 minutes. Honestly, it shouldn't have taken that long. But I knew I had talked to that person on Route 111, but I wanted to show, just in case you guys hadn't, I wanted to show the complete process, even though I had put some of that into motion in previous videos. So anyway, I had a little bit of time left, and I had this one, I guess you could say, little mission. I have like a note card here with, and it's got a list of all these little missions that I want to do in the after game. And I had this one mission that I knew wouldn't take long. So I told myself, well, whenever, you know, I have a video that's kind of short, you know, I'll put this mission at the end. I guess I could have done it at the end of the last video, but the way it ended, I kind of wanted to finish that up first before I started anything new. So anyway, we got the bike. So we're going to come back over here to the Scorched Slab. And if you guys remember, we came through here before, when we went through Route 120, when we came through here before. So, yeah, we'll come through here again. And remember, like I said the last time, we were in a cave that was dark like this. When you actually play this on the 3DS, it's not this dark. Like, you can actually kind of see a little bit more. But yeah, the fact that, and even in this video, you can see pretty well. So the fact that it's not that dark made me not really want to use flash here, not want to waste, you know, a spot on someone's moveset on flash. So anyway, we run into Flannery here. That's who this is, Flannery, the fire type leader from Lava Ridge. See, told you. But she's like, ooh, did you come to find the rare Pokemon? Like, I did. I did. Apparently she did too, but she's like, maybe I should just go back to Lava Ridge. It's like, yeah, you know, you're here. Yeah. I wonder if she's gotten any better. Can you rematch the gym leaders in this game? Okay. This is where I need to be, but there is something up here that I wanted to find before I start doing that. So yeah, we are going to find a legendary Pokemon in this game. You probably know who it is. Oh look, a Charizardite Y. Check it. A Charizardite Y. Dang. You know what? I haven't gone over the answers to my question of the day in the last video yet. So while I'm kind of running around here, I'll do that. I didn't actually have a question of the day, so I said, ask me a question. Zakiki Marcus said, is this a question? Yes, it is. You asked that question last time. TsunamiWind, aka John Tempest, said, here's a question. What was your face expression when you played Delta Episode in Omega Ruby before the Alpha Sapphire? I actually played it in Alpha Sapphire first. I haven't finished it in Omega Ruby. I've started it, but I haven't finished it. But I think my facial expression was like surprise. It was like really surprised when I saw the Deoxys at the end. I was not expecting that. I was fully expecting the Rayquaza. I mean, it was kind of all leading up to that. But I was not expecting Deoxys. Because I don't think Deoxys was made available in the other games. Just through normal gameplay. I think it was an event Pokemon. But anyway, here's Heatran, guys. This is the legendary Pokemon that we've come to find in this video. And, that's what we're going to be doing for the next few videos, is tracking down legendary Pokemon. Like I was saying before, there are some legendary Pokemon that are version exclusive to Alpha Sapphire, and some that are version exclusive to Omega Ruby. So what I'll be doing during this whole little tracking legendaries, upcoming tracking legendaries series, is I'll actually be switching back and forth between my Alpha Sapphire and my Omega Ruby game, so that you guys can see where all of the legendaries can be caught, no matter what version of the game you're playing. But anyway, yeah, we're battling the Heatran. Battling the Heatran here. I'm gonna get the Stun Spore to paralyze it, make it a little bit easier to catch. I did turn on the capture power level 1, and I don't know if you guys heard the little ding. But when I turned on the capture power level 1, apparently that was like the last one I needed to upgrade. So I now have access to capture power level 2, but level 1 is, you know, active right now. So this is on capture power level 1. that I'm working on this heat ran. I thought I'd just throw a Pokeball at it just for funsies to see what happened. And oh, John Tempest asked me what my facial expression was when I played the Delta episode. You should have asked me what my facial expression was when that happened. When I caught the heat ran with a Pokeball. I was like, are you kidding me right now? I started laughing just like I am now. I mean, I know what happened, but I still find it hilarious. So, I don't know if Heatran just has like a really good catch rate or if I just got really lucky. Because, I'll tell you guys right now, I've played a little bit of Head, and I've encountered some other legendary Pokemon, and they were not as easy to catch as that one, even though I was using the O-Powers and everything. So, yeah, I don't know, like I said, if I just got really lucky, or if he has just a good catch rate. But anyway, yeah, that was one of the questions he asked me. He actually asked me 2 questions, one about my facial expression, and the other one was, what do you think about this having so many legendary Pokemon in it? And to be honest, I like it. I like the fact that there's a lot of legendary Pokemon. And I guess what makes it okay for me is that they're not just like there. It's like, oh, go to this place and you'll find it. I mean, with the exception of Heatran, of course. But most of the legendary Pokemon that you encounter in this game, you have to like do certain things. You have to meet certain conditions before they will appear. And we're gonna go through all of those conditions when I get to those Pokemon. But yeah, I'm gonna kind of try and go in chronological order. So we're gonna start with the Johto Legendaries, guys, the Gen 2 Legendaries in the next video. So thanks for watching, guys. Leave a like, leave a comment. Who's your favorite legendary Pokemon? Answer in the comments. Bye.